Hey guys, it's me, the beloved. And for those of you who don't know me, which is basically everybody right now, I am a second year uni student doing YouTube. So that's me. And on this channel, I am really just going to be talking about anything that I want to talk about. No, I'm not going to be quiet on this channel. You guys are going to get to hear what I think about certain things, and we're going to have a lot of nice conversations in the comments. So today, I want to talk about self-love. I feel like this is a term that is thrown around a lot. People talk about it and say things like spoil yourself, be kind to yourself, all in the name of self-love. Now, I support that, obviously, but I think that for me, self-love is a difficult thing to understand because I think that it exists in a dual nature. And so I readily accept self-love as being me spending on myself lavishly, as me getting everything that I possibly could want. Okay, which is clothes, is me taking care of myself, like doing my hair. This pink hair that I got, finally, for once, I got it, and I'm actually happy with it, right? Doing my nails, going to the spa, getting a treatment. Like, to me, self-love is self-care. And taking care of myself, looking good, to me, is all part of self-love, and it's part of that whole
Okay,
self-care
guys,
thing.
so as I'm recording this video, I realize that there might be a misunderstanding. I'm not just referring to physical grooming. This is just me getting anything I want whenever I want it. That's self gratification, and that's what I mean by self care. Just to clarify.
But then self-love is also self-control, and this part is the part that I'm like, what, right? But like, as I've had time to think about it, I've come to realize that that is so true. I don't think I've struggled with like self-esteem. So self-love for me isn't so much about like my self-esteem as it is about how I treat myself. So yeah, like that's self-care, that's self, like doing my nails, going shopping, getting my hair done. I know it's like all girly stuff, but like that to me is self-love because it's self-care. But I think that the other aspect of the conversation is self-control. And I think as I've had time to actually practice it, well, actually, I haven't practiced it that much, I realized that it is included in the conversation. But that's the part where we don't talk about when we mention self-love. And self-control looks like, for me, a practical example is I don't sleep on time right now. That's one of the things I want to try to do. But it's going to bed at 3 a.m. instead of 4 a.m., which I have been doing for the past week. Right? It's watching what you eat. It's watching your diet, right? Like, it's eating those foods that are not yum. I'm sorry, but like, healthy food has never given yum for me. But it's eating those things because they're good for your body. Not eating fast food, Wendy's, McDonald's every time. And I've come to realize this part of self-control, that's self-care, right? Is seeing that, okay, yes, I want this dress, but I can't have it because I need to respect myself and not put myself in a position that is compromising. That is self-care. And when I say this, I mean like, I know that I don't have the money for this right now, but I could use my credit card and get it anyways. But the thing about credit cards is that like you should really only buy stuff with your credit card if you have the money in your debit to pay it back into your credit immediately, right? But I know that I don't. But I'm like, oh, in the name of like loving myself and caring for myself, I'm gonna get myself what I want and what I like. And I do that, but I put myself in a compromising position financially. that's not self-care, that's not self-love, right? So you can see how that whole like self-care, taking care of myself, looking good, that kind of thing, you can see how those two perceptions of self-love clash with each other. And that's where I think this conversation is very necessary, because what is self-love then? What can we say self-love actually is? And I would say, as I've had time to reflect, I'd say self-love is self-gratification and self-control. Now, I know self-gratification definitely comes with some negative connotations. I'm not going to support indulging in like everything you want to do, because that's where self-control comes in. But self-gratification is like, you know what? You've saved a lot of money for yourself. You've done a lot of hard work, which is that self-control portion. Now you can have that back. Now you can go on this vacation. That's what I mean by self-gratification. It's not like doing everything that you want to do like that crazy, like to a point where you're not even like being responsible and aware of your decisions. And also, I guess actually something I left out of the conversation is self-love is also inclusive of self-esteem. So I left that part out because it's not really something that I use to describe it, but I do know that some people feel like self-love is like how you feel about yourself, like your self-esteem. And I think that that is true. And I think even self-care doesn't even happen unless you feel like you deserve these things. So yes, self-love is inclusive of self-esteem and how you view yourself. I think you have to view yourself very well and very highly for you to even like take care of yourself and control yourself and like do things for the betterment of yourself. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the comments. Bye.